Hi, and welcome to Budgetman Mode, a yet another restricted Ironman game mode for Old School RuneScape. Old School RuneScape is filled with monsters from level 1 all the way to past 1000. Many of these monsters have drop tables filled with useful or useless items, but regardless of playstyle, these items are usually in demand for someone on OSRS's Grand Exchange. Whether it be training or flipping, everything's got a price. A budget man must start his account by choosing one of the several level 1 NPCs in the game and killing 1000 of them, keeping track of all the loot dropped. Immediately, once all 1000 kills have been made, the total current Grand Exchange value of every item dropped is summed up and divided by 10, and this is the titular budget. This is how much experience the account can then go and progress by outside of the task. Once the budget has been expended, the budget man chooses a level 2 NPC, kills 1000 of them, and continues his journey. This is the start of a new journey. This is Budgetier.
Hello everybody, welcome to episode 1 of Budgetman Mode, Budgetier. This is a brand new account that I've made to showcase my rule set of Budgetman Mode. The rules of Budgetman Mode are relatively complex to at least type out. I have put a Google Docs link in the description of the video, which goes through all of the rules. This game mode was influenced by Mr. No Sleep and Vanica having series where they would kill 1000 of certain monsters, but this one goes in a slightly different direction. The basic premise of a budget man is that he chooses a level 1 monster. In my case, I'm going to choose chickens, and goes and kills 1000 of them, keeping track of every single thing that is dropped. So for chickens, it will be bones, feathers, raw chicken, and the occasional beginner clue, and figuring out what the Grand Exchange price is for everything that is dropped. That figure is then divided by 10, and that is the amount of experience that the budget man can go and train on the account. I'm just going to go get started. I've already decided that chickens will be my level 1 task.
I'm fresh off Tutorial Island. I am going to do what most Ironmen do, I believe, and drop everything that was given to me. And we're going to start by punching some chickens. So, let's go to the chickens. So here we are at the chicken pen. I'm a fresh account, as you can see. I've got no experience to my name, and what I will be doing is I will be killing these chickens until I've killed 1000 of them. In fact, what I'll do is I'll set up my experience drops so that I know I'm finished when I have reached 4500 prayer experience. I plan on burying every bone I have, and I will deduct that 4500 experience from my budget at the end of the task. Let's start kicking some chickens. So the rules of the series are that no experience should really be gained on task, other than combat experience, which can be deemed as free experience. So going out of my way and cooking these raw chicken on task isn't in line with the idea of the game mode. However, it can be incredibly tedious running to and from a bank when creatures drop bones every kill, so I have allowed myself to bury bones during the task, which should speed things up a little. Not only that, you are allowed to pick up items that you find. So there is a axe spawn right here that I could use to kill these guys. Is a bronze axe better than my fists? +5 strength bonus, but I'm not sure whether it's attack speed, if it's any better than just punching them. We'll give it a go. Even just one kill in, I've already decided that it's best for me to just punch these chickens to death. 19 experience until the first level on the account. So the reason I chose chickens as a level 1 task is mostly they're the most profitable level 1 NPC. The fact that every raw chicken that they drop, which is a 100% drop rate, has a Grand Exchange value. I mean, currently of 133 GP. That would mean I'd have 133,000 gold's worth. So divide that by 10. 13k of experience to progress the account after. Oh, there's the first level on the account. Level 2 attack. the chickens just happen to be the most profitable creature I could choose to kill right now. One thing I'd just like to say is that to determine the grand exchange value of all of the items that the chickens drop, I will be looking at those at the end of the task. As soon as all 1,000 chickens have been killed, I will then look at the price of raw chicken, of bones, of feathers, and of any loot I may get from beginner clues that I get along the way. Totaling all that up and working out my budget from there. There's level 3 attack that I've just missed. Obviously levels will be coming in quick at the very beginning of this account. And that chicken was number 14, which has dropped us our first beginner clue. My inventory is full, so I'm just going to bury all these bones. Again, I will be deducting this experience gained from the budget at the end, freeing up some inventory space so I don't have to run back and forth to the bank over and over and over again. And we'll pick up this beginner clue and see if I can do it. I can do any clues as long as I already have the requirements unlocked. So if this is a Charlie the Tramp step and I need to go fish a trout, well, I can't do that. This is just a dig spot in Draenor, so I can go do that. As long as I don't do anything that grants me experience, such as a training method, then it's free game. So I'm in the middle of my task. I can just pop out here to the general store. I think these guys sell spades. They do. 3 coins. Raw chicken sells for 0. Ah. Okay. Well, I need a spade. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna claim these runes. And then I'll sell these runes. This is big brain. Oh yeah, this is big brain. 1 coin each. Oh, 6 coins. Look at that. Made of money. 9 coins. Okay, buy spade. So clues are a great way of actually boosting the account quite early on. If you are lucky enough to pull one of the rare items, they obviously have a high value, a high grand exchange value, and therefore you can use more experience to progress your account in between the tasks. So I will be stopping my task every time I get a clue scroll and seeing if I can complete it. Let's have a look and see what the second step of this one is. Okay, back to Lumbridge. A bronze axe and leather boots. Well, I can get the bronze axe from the chicken pen, and the leather boots, I believe there are some leather boots in the Lumbridge Castle basement. Lovely, there are indeed leather boots down here. And it's back to the chicken pen to get that axe. Oh, it's another clue. Alright, we need to talk to Fortunato. Thankfully, that requires no experience whatsoever. I can just run straight over there and go get our first casket. Alright, here he is, Fortunato. Come on, this has to be the casket. I just hope it's a good one. The beginner clues are notoriously bad. Let's just open it up in the wise old man's house. So, according to the wiki, beginner clues on average are worth almost 8,000 each. That would be 800 experience I can progress this account on. That's almost, what's that, like level 9 in one skill from one casket. So let's see, or am I just gonna get 1 leather chaps? First casket on the account, no more milking it, let's go. I tell you what, that's not bad. That's not bad. 2 steel plate bodies. So it says my treasure is worth 1,788. If I just examine that, is that about right? Yeah, grand exchange value of 962. That's not bad. I am going to put in that I got 2 steel plate bodies into my spreadsheet. And 986 chickens to go. See you in a bit. There it is, 4 attack. First prayer level on the account, 2 prayer. One thing just to take in mind is that you don't need to pick up everything that is dropped on a budget man. You may be killing something that drops, bronze med helms. What's the point in collecting those? So as long as you track how many you got in the 1,000 kills, and you can work out the grand exchange value at the end of your task. That's fine. I'm just picking up all of the chickens because I'll likely need some way of training cooking. Oh, a ring, a golden ring. That is going to do me very nicely for the beginner clue in Varrock, where you need to go to, is it the Gypsy's tent? Or is it Thessalia's clothing shop? I can't remember which. But one more chicken, and we'll be doing our first bank run. There we are with a full inventory of chicken. We're going to make our way back to the bank. These little level 1 rats here were a candidate for choosing for 1,000 kills, but considering they drop absolutely nothing, I decided to pass on them. Are these spiders level 2? Yes. Also, level 2 spiders, not worth it after this chicken task. The level 2 goblins, now they're more interesting. I likely will not be going for goblins, but we'll see. We'll see how this chicken task fares us before we decide on a level 2 task. Yeah, really, the chickens are the only things that drop anything with any value higher than bones, with being their raw chicken of selling over 100 each. Just means that at the end of these 1,000 kills, I'm guaranteed, let's have a look, I'm guaranteed 133 per chicken, so I'm guaranteed 13.3 thousand experience that I can train on this account. That's not taking into consideration the value of bones. 57 each. Oh, that's half the price that they were when I did this in September 2020 on Kiloloot. Half the price. They were like 99 or 105 or something like that each. The feathers being 2 or 3 each. Yeah, so chickens, nice profitable monster to start with, and should get us some decent progression on the account. I just missed it, but there's level 5 attack. I'm now going to switch over to strength. And as one spawns into my little pen here, these imps, these are an interesting little creature for level 2. Definitely worth thinking about. Annoying to kill, but I believe they actually have some value now, especially that their ashes can be scattered for prayer experience, which was not the case in September 2020. And yes, that's why I won't do imps. They are teleporting little buggers. There is the first strength level on the account. My inventory is getting full again, so it's time to clean it up with a little bit of prayer training. Level 3 prayer. Lovely stuff. So that's 2 inventories of chickens done. Apparently another 62 to go until I'm a level 10 attack. So I'll just see you then. Probably nothing exciting going to happen between now and then. If a random shows up or if a clue scroll pops up, I'll let you know. Oh, I just noticed with one of those last kills there, I got 12 hit points and a total level of 50. We are making some real progress here. Fresh account, 1 hour in. Oh, God. Love it. Love it! Coming up to the last kill until we have level 10 attack. Oh, it wasn't that one. Awkward. And there's level 10 attack. Oh yeah, big numbers. So, I'm now wondering what I can do to try and get my hands on some sort of weapon upgrade. Well, on depositing those chickens, the raw chickens, I just had a bit of a breakthrough. I received 2 steel plate bodies from that beginner casket. So I'm going to go sell them. I'm going to go sell them, world hop, to Horvik and buy myself a steel scimitar on my way back down. Alright, so we just got another... Oh, that is louder than I expected. We just got another beginner clue. Alright, let's have a look. Spin at Flynn's Mace Shop. Yep. that is a free clue. Doesn't give us any experience. We'll head over there now. Ah, Varrock. Beautiful Varrock. Clean city. No pollution. Also no people. I guess that's 2022 for you. Alright, Horvik. I have sold many a steel plate body with you, Horvik. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. 1,200. Love it. Alright, let's give myself a cheeky hop. 2 steel plate bodies sold for 2,400. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, onwards to Falador. I should get my total experience shown at all times during this. That way, in between these clips, when I'm doing clues or something else mid-task, you and me, I guess, can see if I have ever gained any experience when I shouldn't have. I should probably get this at permanent. Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see. You know, if I cut clip and come back to it and all of a sudden there's 6,400 experience there, then ooh, you know I've been cheating you. Here we are in beautiful sunny Falador. We need to just spin in this man's shop. Casket on the first clue? It isn't. Now, I don't want to see a Charlie the Tramp step. Oh, this is again another experience-less clue. We're just going to retrace our steps back through Barbarian Village, and we'll pop upstairs and speak to Hunding, and we'll get either another clue or a 60% chance we'll get a casket. It's a casket. Alright, let's go out onto the balcony. Close the door behind us. Budgetier? What are we getting? Alright. Well, I'm perfectly okay with that. I might even keep this one for now. I don't think I need the money. I believe a myth sim is cheaper than 2,400. Yes, a mithril scimitar is 1,040. So I'm going to keep this one. The air runes, you know, they're fine. And we'll make our way back now to the chickens. And there it is. 13 strength. That should be enough so that we start hitting 3s with a steel scimitar. Alright, another new city for us. Al-Kharid. You know, I've always loved this music. Alright, here we are, Zeke's Scimitar Shop. I'm going to trade with you. I would like a steel one and a mithril one. Alright, let's look at this. We obviously don't have the attack level for the mithril one just yet, but this steel one takes our melee strength from +0 to +14. Now, as being accurate again, we should actually start dealing 3 damage at once. So, theoretically, we could be one-hitting these guys now. Well, this is interesting. I just received my first lamp on the account. So, how lamps work is just like receiving any experience off task. So, I am not going to use it during this task. I'm going to wait until all 1,000 chickens have been killed. And then whatever experience I gain from using it will come off my budget at the end of the task. So what I'm likely going to do after this task is spend at least 2,000 of my experience doing the Varrock Natural History Museum quiz, because that gets me 1,000 experience in Slayer. Slayer is by far the hardest skill to put experience into this account, because if you were to train it outside of a task, you have to obviously earn combat experience and hit points experience, as well as the minuscule amount of Slayer experience you get. So what I think I'll do is hold on to this lamp. I'll do the Natural History Museum quiz, get level 10 Slayer, or is it level 9? And then I'll use the lamp on it then, just to kind of make the most out of it. It's minimal, I know, like 90 experience. 90 Slayer experience is like 500 or 600 total experience, which is 5,000 gold's worth of loot that I would need to get from monsters. You know, it's a little goes a long way with Slayer. So yeah, this is probably just gonna sit down here and I'll put it in Slayer. And this chicken right here is the 500th chicken killed. So halfway, how are we getting on? Well, we've had 2 beginner clue scrolls, which have netted us 35 air runes and 3 steel plate bodies. We obviously have 500 chickens, 500 bones, and 3,095 feathers. Not including the steel plate bodies, that's looking around about 90,000 gold or 9,000 experience to progress the account on. So if we just times that by 2, we're looking at the end of this grind to have roughly 18,000 experience I can put into my skills. Obviously I mentioned perhaps putting 2,000 of that experience into Slayer and Hunter, and then a little bit more with the lamp. I feel as if I may see if I can get all of the skill requirements that are needed for beginner and easy clues knocked out very early, because I think if I can try and get all the beginner and easy clue requirements knocked out the way very early, that would be very helpful. I'm also thinking of trying to unlock the Dogishin crossbow nice and early. That's a very, very powerful early game ranged weapon, and from doing this before as Kiloloot, I can tell you that ranged is a bit of a meta with some of these monsters. Come on, there we go, 20 attack. Oh, that is a shame. There is literally no point in me even doing that, because every single thing he asks for is a skill. This is definitely sped up now that I can one-shot these chickens. I can just click and run and click and run and click and run. Here we are, Lumbridge Bank atop the castle. And for the first time, we'll be equipping this beautiful mithril scimitar. Boom. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to say anything too stereotypical like, this is huge, or this changes everything. But yeah, very nice. So the steel sim can go back in the bank. Let's have a look at my bank value. Oh, 80,000 GP. There's 5 defense. Oh, well. We get ourselves another beginner clue scroll, number 4. I wasn't quite expecting to get this many. They are a 1 in 300 drop chance. Let's see if we can complete this one, or are we going to be stumped with another Charlie the Tramp step? Oh, no, we can do this. Alright, we need to grab our spade and head over to Draenor Bank. Alright, let's dig up, see what we've got. Is it going to be casket first step? Boom! No, it's not. Oh, our first hot and cold step. Okay, I need to head over to Varrock, go speak to Reldo in the library, and he will give us a strange device. Okay, strange device, and where could it be? The strange device has taken us to the top of this freezing cold mountain. Let us dig and see what we find. Another clue. Okay, quick, get off this mountain. It's bloody freezing. What's the next clue? We need to go speak to Gertrude. Easy enough. I believe we're going to get our casket. Alright, Gertrude. Finally here. Give us that casket. I can't quite get over that. Another steel plate body. Oh, what do we have here? We have a random event. Now, this is an interesting one, because if this is the fishing event, I am not interested, because that is a lot of experience that I don't want to lose. Oh, it's Pete. That's okay. I will help out Pete. Three uncut diamonds, that's what we're talking about. Not even 120 each in the shop, but hey, money is money. 80 coins for an uncut diamond. I almost feel as if that is unfair. I think I'll hold on to these for some crafting experience. As is the YouTuber way, I missed 20 strength. Oh, and we are also 762 chickens in. There we go, 10 defense. I can now wear black armor. I went and grabbed the training bow, 25 arrows. Let's see if I can get some kills and start working on this range level. I'll be coming up to first range level of the account. Level 2 ranged. any second. There we are, level 2 range, first one of many. Almost out of those 25 arrows. I could go take a quick break and run up to Varrock and grab some better range gear. As long as I don't spend any experience in doing so, it's fine. So I will finish these arrows. I'll switch back to melee just until I've got my inventory full. And then I'll go to Horvik, sell plate body, buy some range gear, and continue on with the ranged grind. That sounds good to me. So I have 1 training arrow left and 4 experience to go. So there it is, level 5. Thankfully the training arrow did fall back on the floor, but now I can equip my oak short bow, my 600 bronze arrows. 124 chickens to go, so we're in the home stretch. Just 1 chicken kill left, and we will have hit 10 ranged. Oh, it kicked me out. There you go, 10 ranged. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. And there's only 64 chickens to go. And then we have the fun task of, oh, hello. The fun task of tallying up the value of everything and seeing how much experience we can spend on the account. Wow. I am only 3 chickens away from finishing this task. Just getting everything ready to start talking about what we do in this circumstance, and a beginner clue drops. And whilst burying those bones, I also achieved the final prayer level of the grind, 20 prayer. So the clue, can we do it? Yes we can. That is a dig spot just next to the Champions Guild, so I'll grab my shovel and I'll make my way there. Okay, here we are once again. Let's see what we get. A clue. And we need to go speak to the hairdresser. Easy. Easy. Alright, we're back in Falador. Let's see what the hairdresser has for us. He's got us a casket. Alright, lovely. Let's see what we have. Alright, a steel full helm, 27 air runes, and 33 fire runes. 999 chickens later, here is number 1000. Every single time I need it to be... Okay, finally he's dead. There we go, 1000 chickens done. No beginner clue on the last kill, just my luck. And there you can see we've completed our prayer goal as well. So here we are at my spreadsheet. And so what I have here is the entire loot table of the monster, this one being a chicken. And I will type in exactly how many I got on the task. Bones, I obviously got 1000. Raw chickens, I got 1000. Feathers, I got 6185. And clue scrolls, I got 3. Now the values of all of these things. For the values of all of the items, I will be checking the Grand Exchange rate here on RuneScape's website. I will always go for the value which is on this website as soon as I've finished the task. So bones, I can put into my spreadsheet that they are worth 62 each. At the start of the task, they were worth 66, and this is why we calculate at the end of the task, because I've just been shafted a little bit there. Raw chicken, 115 each. They were 112 when I started, so that makes up for what I've lost with the bones. Feathers are 3 each. That's fine. And now we need to look at the items that we got from the clue scrolls. Steel plate bodies are going for 895 each. So here I have a new tab on my spreadsheet, beginner clue caskets. And in here I've got everything you can get from beginner clue. We got 4 steel plate bodies in our clues. And how much did I say? They were 895 each. So that was 3,580 worth of steel plate bodies. We got 1 steel full helm for 144. We got 2 steel axes for 57 each. We got 62 air runes worth 5 each. and we got 33 fire runes worth 5 each. That was all we got from the beginner clues. So our beginner clue total was 4,313 GP. So our total amount made in loot was 199,868 GP. A budget man must then divide that number by 10 here. So I can now progress the account by just shy of 20,000 experience. However, I did spend 4,500 on prayer experience during the grind. So after taking that out, I can now progress the account by 15,487 experience. This box in the center here I can use as a tally while I'm killing them if I didn't have Runelight open to do so, and it will let me know the estimated amounts. So I had estimated that I should have gotten about 210,000 gold worth on this task, and I only got 199.8 thousand. It's not too far off. Most of that was because of the clue scroll values not being what they say on the wiki. I believe that each casket should have been worth around 8k, and I obviously only got 4k in 4 caskets. So looking at RuneScape, I have 22,172 total experience. So if I spend all 15,487 experience, I should end with 37,659. I like to just put in the date and time so that I can always come back to the spreadsheet and just double check what the value of these items were. And finally, I like to just go in and put in what my stats have changed to. So that is the task. Now I get to obviously progress my account by 15,487 experience. And this is where the theory crafting comes in. How am I going to spend that much experience? What is worth doing? I've already been having a think about this. I even had to think before I started the account. And I had the idea that I could start working on getting everything for beginner clue requirements and easy clue requirements. Here is everything I would need for beginner clues. I would need 20 cooking, 18 crafting, 25 fishing, 15 mining, and 15 smithing. That is a total of 21,000 experience. So I obviously couldn't get all of those requirements in between my chickens task and whatever I'm going to do for level 2. For easy clues, I need 20 attack, which I already have, and 20 defense, which I already have. 20 ranged I will likely get during the task. I will also need Rune Mysteries, Corsair Cove, and Priest in Peril complete. The only one of those which grants experience is Priest in Peril, which would grant 1,406 experience. Now I need to put together a plan. I still have that experience lamp in my inventory, which I would like to use. So my first goal is going to be to complete the museum in Varrock. And that should award me with 2,000 experience, guaranteed. I will budget 2,000 experience for that. The next thing I will do is I will lamp Slayer. I believe I will be level 9 Slayer by then, so the lamp should award me 90 experience. I should actually talk about the spreadsheet. I've put this together, so what this is going to do is to work out how much of my budget I have used and how much I have left. So my budget is 15,500. Currently, I've budgeted 20,900, and I still have 13,397, which I can do. I'm going to say complete Rune Mysteries. That is not guaranteed any experience. If I think about the quest, what you have to do in it, you don't need to do anything that grants experience. You just run back and forth between Lumbridge, the Wizard's Tower, and Varrock. So, just in case, I will budget myself 100 experience. Priest in Peril. That is going to give me a guaranteed 1,406 experience. But because of the fights against the Temple Dog and the Monk of Zamorak, it's likely that I'm going to end up spending more than 1,406 experience. So I will say 2,000 experience. I still have 11,000 experience that I can put into this account. So the Dorgashian crossbow is obviously something that I've mentioned a few times that I would like to get quite early on. It does require 28 range to equip, but I will likely get that at the end of my level 2 task. So it would be nice to get this unlocked. So we would need to complete the Lost Tribe quest. Okay, you can see here that the Lost Tribe quest requires a number of quest and skill requirements, of which I have none. So I will need to train 13 agility, 13 thieving, and 17 mining, as well as complete goblin diplomacy. Goblin Diplomacy rewards 200 crafting experience. I will likely not receive any other experience other than the 200 given from the quest. I will go for the 13 Agility. I will definitely go for the 13 Agility because that only requires 1,833 experience. I'm just going to round that up to 2,000 experience. You can see here I still have 9,000 experience left that I can play with. So I can also get 13 Thieving. Finally, 17 Mining for the Lost Tribe quest requires 3,115 experience. So looking at my table, I would still have 4,000 experience left over for getting all of the requirements for the Lost Tribe. Now completing the Lost Tribe awards 3,000 mining experience, and I still have 4,000 left to budget. So I'm going to tell myself to complete the Lost Tribe quest. It's guaranteed to give 3,000 experience, and I will budget 3,500. The remaining 622 experience will differ. By the time I am at this point in the game, when I've completed the Lost Tribe, I will likely have more or less experience to progress the account with. So I'm going to leave it there for now. So this is what my plan is looking like. Complete the quiz Lamp Slayer, complete 3 quests, train 3 skills, and complete 1 more quest. Let's get on with it. So that is the museum quiz complete. There we go, 2,000 experience, which brings our total to 24,172. 9 Slayer, 9 Hunter. So the experience after that was 24,172. I can make the screen a little bit bigger. And you can see that we spent 2,000. Our budget was 2,000. The difference was 0. So we still have 13,000 of our budget to go. The next thing we're going to do is Lamp Slayer, and we should get 90 experience in it. There's 90 experience. No level. Our experience now is 24,262. Perfectly on budget. Okay, Rune Mysteries next. I'll make my way back to Lumbridge to go speak to Duke Horatio. And I've budgeted myself to complete this quest with 100 experience. We'll see how that goes. I've just remembered while doing the Rune Mysteries quest, the reason I'm doing this quest is because I need 50 Rune Essence for the Priest in Peril quest. I need to mine those myself. So that is 5 experience per essence, and I need 50, so 250. Alright, so during Priest in Peril, I'm going to just add 500 onto this, and we should still be fine. Oh, it's cutting it close, 122 experience. We'll see. I'm going to recalculate how much experience I still have in my budget before I do the Lost Tribe, and we'll work out whether or not I have the 3,000 experience that we'll definitely get for completing that quest. But in the meantime, still continuing on with Rune Mysteries. This quest is so slow when you can't teleport. God. While I'm here, I'll just pick up this leather body. Oh, this has taken so long. Just walking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But finally, there it is. And we have 24,262 experience. We managed to save 100 experience. That'll be helpful considering we're cutting it a bit close with only 122 experience left. Next, we'll complete Priest in Peril. Oh, no we won't. Next, I will mine 50 Rune Essence. Alright, that gives us 50 Rune Essence. We need to just grab a bucket on our way over to start the quest. 24 there. There's 50. We don't have a bucket in our inventory, but there is one in the castle near the king. So let's go. There he is. This is where I'm probably going to spend a lot of experience. I don't want to spend too much. There's 11. There's another 11. 22. Obviously, I don't need to count all this as we go, but if you remember, I did give myself around 500 experience leeway in this. Temple Guardian has 45 health. And you get about 5.2 experience per health. So that's 150 experience there, just with the one Temple Guardian. I got this kebab from the sandwich lady, so this should help me just in case I need to heal up. It looks like I should be fine. I'll save this kebab for the later fight and just let my health naturally regenerate. Alright, down he goes. Okay, let's go talk to Drizzle. Right, I need to kill a level 30 monk. How much health have these guys got? 25 times by 5 is about 125. Alright, I think that 500 experience budget I gave myself, pretty decent. Should still be fine, even with killing the Temple Guardian and this monk. That's if I can kill this guy. Oh shit! Oh, I was... Oh well, never mind. There goes the hardcore status. That was anticlimactic. Oh, that is so annoying, and that is experience wasted on the account too. Oh, I am pissed. I'm really pissed. The walk of shame brings me back. That was so just embarrassing, man. Oh, a surprise exam. Okay, let's quickly do this then. All right, let's try this again. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna run my bucket. No, I'm gonna have to re-budget the whole plan. I mean, Priest in Peril was really just so I get an easy clue unlocked. I may come back here when I'm a little bit stronger, because right now it's just not cutting it. Defeated by a level 30 monk. So that was a huge fail. We're gonna have to think about what we do now. If we go to our spreadsheet, we can see that Priest in Peril was supposed to give us roughly 2,500 experience, but we failed it. Our total experience now is 24787. So I'm going to put that in, and that cost us 525 experience. So that was gaining the pure essence, killing the temple guardian, and attempting to kill the monk of Zamorak twice. We did get a book of knowledge, which is pretty good. We still have 12,872 experience to spend. That's not little. The goblin diplomacy, the agility, the thieving, the mining, the lost tribe. That's going to cost us 10,675. We still have 12,872. Priest in Peril, we will complete another day. It was only for a clue step. That being said, I'm going to use this book on Slayer. I'll rearrange the spreadsheet to show that I'm doing that, and we'll go from there. Okay, so apparently we'll use 135 experience if we lamps Book of Knowledge, Slayer. Let me just get rid of this window for you. Here we are. Slayer, Book of Knowledge. 135 experience, taking us up to level 10. We now kill cave crawlers, and our total experience is now 24,922. We're back on track. Let's start again with goblin diplomacy. This is so that we can do the lost tribe, which should get us the Dorgishan crossbow. There we go. Goblin diplomacy is finished. Obviously we get that 200 crafting experience as expected, taking our total to taking our total to 25,122. We didn't spend over, and now we need to grind out 13 agility. Let's go. Well, it took long enough getting here, but finally we're starting our agility grind. We'll do a few laps of this, see how we're getting on. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long. 13 agility. Probably stay here rather than, make the trek all the way back to Draenor for 3 levels. Although, Draenor does give marks of grace. You may think that Graceful would take multi-hundreds of thousands of experience to obtain on an account like this. And usually it would. If you're doing lap after lap after lap after lap of a rooftop course, yes, it will take. That would cost a lot of experience. But there is actually a way of kind of cheesing it, where you do one obstacle on a rooftop course, and then you just wait for a few minutes. I can't remember exactly how long it is. It may be a minute and a half or 2 minutes or something. And then you do another obstacle on the course, and there's a chance that a Mark of Grace has spawned in. So I might go to Draenor and give that a go. After you pick up a Mark of Grace, the cooldown for another one spawning is anywhere between 2 to 5 or 6 minutes. So you could just continue doing laps and laps and laps and laps, getting agility experience during that cooldown, but no more marks are going to spawn. So what I intend on doing is doing rooftop courses until a mark spawns, and then I will wait for 6 minutes before continuing with another obstacle. I'll show this in more detail when I'm actually at the rooftop course. But by doing this, it means that I'm not wasting experience going around and around. I can get loads and loads of marks, and I should be able to get full Graceful in about 100,000 agility experience. Okay, 10 agility. I'm not even going to do these 2 more obstacles. I'm just going to get straight out of here. Meet you in Draenor. Alright, here we go. Let's see how long this takes me to get a Mark of Grace spawn. Finally, on the last lap, I got a Mark of Grace, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm only 63 experience away from getting 13 agility, but I think this is worth a trial. I'm going to pick this up. We are, we'll wait until this says 54 minutes. We'll pick it up, And then when it says 1 hour, we'll try the next obstacle and see if another Mark of Grace has spawned in. See you guys in 6 minutes. Alright, we're back. Let's see if we can get another Mark of Grace to spawn in. Oh, I was holding my breath. The answer is no, we cannot. I'm going to have to do a little bit more work. I was definitely able to manipulate it as my other account. Okay, we have an issue here. 35 experience to go for level 13 agility, but this is going to give me 79 experience, so we are over budget for this grind. But there's 13 agility. We can cross that off. Our total experience is 26999. Let's throw up Chrome. 26999. We overspent. Oh, we didn't overspend. I remember we actually over budgeted by 167 experience. So, with that being said, we still saved 123 experience. It's looking like we're definitely going to be able to achieve that Lost Tribe quest reward at the end of it. So, here we are with 1 Mark of Grace to our name, and that's about it. I'm going to find a man and start stealing from him, and work our way towards 13 thieving. That's very annoying. I accidentally punched the man, so we wasted a little bit of experience there on some combat experience off task, which does count. It's not free experience, so we will overshoot our budget a little on this one as well. It's been a couple of weeks since I last played. I'm not able to get on the computer very often, so if this does become a long series, there may be some gaps in between episodes, just a heads up. But here we are with another Captain Arnav random event while I'm pickpocketing men. Trying to get that level 13 thieving. And this has an opportunity for us to get a golden necklace, which is what we need for a beginner clue in Varrock. So we have the golden ring in our bank already. So let's see what we get. We got some gold. Alright, this should be it. Just one more pickpocket. And there we have level 13 thieving. So next we'll go straight on over to Remington Mine. And we'll work on 17 mining, which will be our final requirement for the Lost Tribe quest. But of course I must complete my little spreadsheet first. We have completed 13 thieving. Our experience at the end of that grind is 28,850. So we spent 1,851. That's a little higher than our budget of 1,850 because of the combat experience we gained from killing that man, which was a shame. So we are out by 1 experience. But we still have 8,809 experience to get 17 mining, which should only use 3,000. Lost Tribe, which should only use 3,000. And then we'll see where we are at the end of that. So I'll crack on with 17 mining. So I started looking into quest rewards and realized that Plague City also rewards mining experience. It rewards 2,425 mining experience. And I still have 2,490 to go. So I'm actually going to go and complete Plague City. I'm going to need that quest anyway. It'd be nice to have it done for partial completion of the Ardy Cloak when you need Biohazard complete. So yeah, I'm going to go and get everything I need for Biohazard. I need some rope from Draenor. I'll update you once I've completed the quest. Look at these strong men. Oh, just pulling grates off pipes. And there we have it. Plague City has been completed. 2,425 mining experience, which I think should take me to level 16 mining. There we go, level 16 mining. We only need 1 more mining level, which should be 65 experience to go. And this should be the last rock we need to get 17 mining, and then we can get on with the Lost Tribe quest. Oh, if we weren't attacked by this bear. Alright, but there we go. Anyway, let's get out of here before we get killed again. And after finishing 17 mining, we are left with 31,685 experience. We underspent 290 experience there. For the Lost Tribe, we still have 5,974 experience for a 3,000 experience quest. We're going to get this Dogish and crossbow, no problem. So let's get back to Lumbridge. we get a nice little cutscene to end off the quest. The signing of the Lumbridge-Dorgashun Treaty. Quest complete. We have access to the Dorgashun mine. 3,000 mining experience as we expected. Takes us to level 22 mining. So let's pop up our spreadsheet. Alright, so looking at this now. We still have 2,971 experience to spend on this account. We are quite significantly under budget, and part of that is to do with the fact that we failed Priest in Peril, which is no problem. So now I need to work out what I'm going to spend 2,971 experience on. But first, I'm going to head back down to the Dorgashun mine, and I'm going to buy myself that crossbow. Can't use it just yet, but it'll be good to have on the account for when we can use it. Sadly, this is all of our money. Oh, can we even afford the bone crossbow? I don't even know how much it costs. I only have 1,900. It costs No, it costs 2,000. We need 50 gold. Oh, well, okay, I'll come back to this. So I've been having a think about how to spend the remaining about 2.4k. I've been having a look at the skilling requirements needed for beginner clues, and it looks as though the only one we'd be able to achieve with our current budget is the smithing goal, which still requires 2,393 experience. But the problem is, I don't have enough ore to reach this level, nor do I really have the money to buy bronze bars from Shanty and do it that way. I do, but it would cost about 1,500 gold, and I would like to buy the crossbow during the next task. So I think I'm going to start digging my way into this cooking requirement, and I'm going to probably go and complete Cook's Assistant to unlock the range downstairs in the Lumbridge Castle, and then I'll start work on the 1,000 raw chicken that I have banked, and we'll spend the remainder of the experience that way. That was a really hard quest. We got 300 cooking experience though, which helps, taking us to level 4. But most importantly, we can now use this range, which has a better chance of not burning your food, so we won't waste as much chicken. Our end goal is 37659. We have 37358, so 301 experience left. We only need 10 of these chickens to cook. Oh, there's level 16. Now we only need 9. That threw me off. Of course, I burn one. Just another 5. And there we go. 37658 versus a budget goal of 37659. Our level 1 task, chicken, is complete. We can come across here. We can say something like train cooking. We're guaranteed 2971. Our budget is 2971. Experience is 37658. And we can get rid of everything else after it. And there we have it. That is our first task. We're going to go into the next task in the next episode, but at the end of this episode, and probably at the end of every episode, I will talk about what the next task is going to be. If you look at the post plan, the idea is to get beginner and easy clue requirements. We've been working on our combat stats for the easy clue requirements, which is attack, defense, and ranged. But it's these beginner clue requirements which are worrying me a little. The lower combat level monsters in the game usually drop beginner clues. If we get any Charlie the Tramp steps, we're likely going to have to drop them, unless it's mine iron ore, in which case we have the 15 mining required. If it's anything else, we're not going to be able to do it. So that brings us to our next task, and to talk about what the next task is going to be. There's like 5 decent options here. You can kind of see I've got them on the bottom of my spreadsheet here. I've got roosters, cows, goblins, imps, and men. Well, men and women. And I have them in order here of what I believe is to be from the least likely to the most likely of what I'm going to do. And I've thought about the pros and cons of each task. I've gone through each of these 5 creatures and have looked at what they drop. So the roosters are exactly the same as the chickens. They're only going to drop bones, raw chicken, feathers, and some clue scrolls. Goblins, pretty similar, but beef and cowhide instead of feathers and chicken. Goblins have obviously got a bit more of a comprehensive table here. They drop a lot of different things of varying price. Then we have imps, who obviously drop a whole bunch of stuff. And men. The roosters I'm not going to go for because there's not actually many of them. You saw that when I was killing chickens, I was able to bounce from chicken to chicken to chicken to chicken, and it was relatively quick to kill all 1,000 of them. Killing 1,000 roosters will be hellish. There'll be a lot of running back and forth to the bank. They'll drop 3 on average, 3 clues, and there's only 1 spawn, so not great. Using some handy tables here, I figured out that I will get around about 210,000 gold, so 21,000 experience to spend at the end of this task. And I've done this calculation for every one of the creatures, and you'll see how that comes into play. Cows are a lot better than the roosters because there's a lot more of them in one spawn. Their drops are of higher value, so we'd estimate to get a bit more experience of our budget. We get a lot of experience for crafting, but one problem is, it says here no clues. But the other con I have is that crafting experience can just be bought later on. And making money is difficult in this account. If push comes to shove and I don't do cows, I can always go and get crafting experience by buying molten glass. Goblins are where it starts to get interesting. They drop clues. So they drop beginner and easy clues. Let's just open up this table a little bit and have a look. So they drop beginner clues, 1 in 64, and they drop easy clues, 1 in 128. Now we saw on the wiki that the average price of a beginner clue is just under 8,000. The average value of an easy clue is 65,000. So if we got 8 easy clue caskets, on average, that should be 511 grand value. That's likely not going to happen because prices are swayed by the ultra rare items like flared trousers, for example. So the problem with this is that the clues give very variable rewards. So if we take out clues completely, we're only guaranteed around about 12,000 experience of a budget. But if we include them, we'll end up around 76,000. So it is very tempting. Another big pro is that there's many of them and they're quite close to the bank. Cons, you'll see soon, but goblins just aren't as good as men. And most of their clues are beginner clues. Potentially lots of Charlie steps, which I don't have the requirements for yet. So the next second choice are imps. When I did this last in 2020, imps didn't drop fiendish ashes. Now that they do, they are a significantly more interesting creature to kill. I would end up with 1,000 ashes of 175 GP each. That is a big chunk of the gold and the experience that we'd end up with a budget of at the end of this task. Also, by burying the ashes, which give 10 experience rather than 4.5 each, I would have 30 prayer by the end of my level 2 task. I would have all 4 imp catcher beads, most likely, on hand to complete that quest and get myself the amulet of accuracy. The 57,000 experience budget is not bad. That's pretty good. I would be taking off 10k for the prayer experience by scattering the ashes during the task. So 47,000, it's not bad. And I wouldn't have to do much bank running because most of these drops I wouldn't even pick up. I'd rely on RuneLight to track them, and then I would calculate their value from that. The cons, however, is that there's no clue drops, which means it's not that interesting of a grind. They're very annoying to kill, and most of their other drops are useless. One other point I wanted to bring in this video is that I would like to continue this account on mobile. Mobile is by far the way I play this game the most. And it's very useful for me to be able to play mobile and do these grinds, killing these 1,000 creatures off camera, so you can spend more time talking about the theory crafting behind the account and seeing what I do with the experience. I'm aware that just killing 1,000 of a creature isn't that fun. I want your input on that. Would you be alright if there were less clips from killing the creatures and more into this part of it, of talking about what to do and actually seeing the account grow? Because if so, I would go ahead and do my tasks off camera on mobile, and I would even look into a screen recording device or maybe taking some screenshots during the tasks. But regardless, even if I did this task, the imps, on mobile, it would be very annoying because what I do without the RuneLight feature of tracking all of the drops is I would have to manually track these, and it's very annoying having to track this. It's obviously possible, it's just annoying. So that leaves me with, in my opinion, the best option, which is men. Just like goblins, men are going to give very variable rewards. With their easy clue drops, which are 1 in 128, but they also have a 1 in 90 chance of dropping beginner clues, I could be looking at getting 600,000 gold worth, so 60k of my budget, on average, is going to come from clues. I don't have all of the beginner clue requirements as you've seen already, but other pros is that I'll get a lot of herbs, 45 Guam, 34 Marantil, 25 Taramin, etc. This isn't bad for a fresh account. They're easy to kill, very close to banks, but it's just that variable reward. I'm weighing up, do I go for like high risk, high reward of going for something like goblins or men? Do I do a tedious task such as imps? Or do I go for safe options such as cows? And I've made up my mind, and the task that I'm going to do next is men. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for some of these clue drops. So I hope that was clear, but let me know what you think about whether or not I should do these tasks on mobile. It would definitely allow me to release videos more frequently. Otherwise, there'll be multiple weeks between videos, just because my life schedule means that I can't get onto my desktop very frequently. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching the whole video, the whole episode 1. I hope this has been an interesting experience. You learned a lot about Budgetman mode, this mode that I created. If it has inspired you at all to create your own Budgetman, go ahead. It would be great to hear from some of you guys in game if you decide to go down this route. See what kind of creatures you kill and see what kind of path that your journey takes you on. It's definitely a very theory crafting intensive game mode. The longer this goes on, you'll find when you're on your 9th, 10th, 11th, 30th task, your account is being shaped and molded by sometimes incredibly random drops. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. And I'll get killing 1,000 men now. So until then, I hope you've had fun, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.